Well, I think the first achievement is the unity of the people of Buganda. I think the Kabaka has effectively brought his people together. We've been able to work with people of all kinds, of all different kinds of political persuasions, of different religious denominations. The spirit of togetherness is very much alive. And I think that is one of the key reasons why we make some progress. Secondly, we've made some tangible achievements, if I may. We've started a number of projects, schools, health programs. We've started companies, we've employed young people, we pay taxes. And I think overall, the kingdom has given hope to the people in Buganda. We've got good working relations with the rest of Ugandans, which I think is very important, as Uganda is one country. And if I was asked, I would say the last 26 years with the kingdom in existence have brought more joy, especially to the people who believe in heritage and history. So we are happy for it.
So special.
Well, I don't know whether we are special, but we are more than any other kingdom in terms of numerical strength. Secondly, we are the center of things. Of course, Kampala, the capital city of Uganda, is within the kingdom of Buganda. We are the center of media houses and all these things. So what Buganda talks about gets heard everywhere. But also, the kingdom of Buganda is older than most kingdoms, except that of Bunyoro. But we've learned a lot from history. We've learned, I think, to work together. We've learned to organize ourselves. We've learned to plan. And we've learned to be tenacious. We go after our goals relentlessly. We don't give up. I think all this put together can help us seem to shine. But I don't really think we are different from any other people, because the challenges we face, like poverty, do exist in Buganda as they exist in Bunyoro or Toro or anywhere else.
There are some.
We summarize our aspirations under the 5 pillars, which are the tenets. These are the because when you say the people of Buganda, what do they want to achieve? Those are the 5 key pillars which summarize our aspirations. Protection of culture and heritage is number 1. Everything that we stand for as Baganda is within that first pillar of culture and heritage. The second is sharing power through a federal system of government. The third is protection of land and the boundaries of the kingdom, because the kingdom of Buganda and land are part and parcel. The clan system is actually based on land, and the clan system is what defines us as Buganda. So land and the boundaries of Buganda. And then a work ethic. Work ethic is what really will bring social and economic transformation. When I talk about work ethic, I've got certain things I'm looking at. The health of the people, because it's a healthy body that can work, that is productive. The education of the people, creation of jobs, innovativeness. And then finally, being together, working together as one. Being united, because we've got people of different nationalities all residing in Buganda. We've got people of different religious beliefs, of different political persuasions. We can work together because the clan system, again, gives us a good example. We are of different clans, but we can work together. We can serve the king. So I think we can belong to different religions, different political parties, and work together for the good of the kingdom, even for the good of the country, Uganda. We've made some progress. We continuously engage government to return all our properties, all our wealth, I should say, because government owes us a lot of money, a lot of things. We continuously engage government. I think it's the best method. But I think these things should be gotten out of the way once and for all. All that Buganda is demanding from the central government should be returned to us so that we concentrate on the key issues, especially those related to fighting poverty. That is what is key for us in the kingdom, for the government. But we spend so much time on these issues of confiscated properties, and I think it's not good for the country. But we continue to engage them, and fortunately, the kingdom is here eternally. So we shall get them whenever we get them.
Okay. Now, what arrangement?
Well, the kingdom takes one step at a time. The administrators in the kingdom take one step at a time. We have done some reasonable development projects. Like I said, we've set up schools, we've set up companies to employ young people. We offer health services, the health camps. But building a hospital is an enormous task because the hospital isn't about the structure, it's about the equipment within the hospital and the running, the management of the hospital. It's a daunting task. So we shall build a hospital when the time comes, when we're in that position to run it effectively, because we don't want to set up a hospital for the sake of it. You know, today, the government is building hospitals in Chirudu, in Kawempe. Every day on UBC, I see the deficiency of health service delivery in these hospitals. I don't want a repeat of that in our hospitals. When we set them up, when we start setting up hospitals, we shall set up hospitals which we are going to run efficiently. It's a daunting task, and we want to do that when we are ready for it.
What are you intending to achieve in this message?
Well, we want to fight poverty. You fight poverty by encouraging people to participate in an economic activity where they have a comparative advantage. Coffee has sustained the economy since the formation of Uganda as a country. And most of the development we witness in Uganda was realized because of coffee. So if you want to fight poverty, where 70% of the people in Buganda are in the countryside, I think we encourage them to grow coffee. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. We know what coffee can do. We want them, people abandon coffee for quick earnings from menial jobs at building sites, border, business, these small jobs in towns. But I think nothing gives somebody in the countryside a steadier income than coffee. That's why the Kabaka repeatedly advises us to go out and encourage people to grow coffee and form cooperative societies so that they give logistical support to the farmers, because when they come together they become more strong. I want the youth in Buganda and Uganda in general to be forward looking. Border business can give you money today, but it can't give you steady income if you compared it to a coffee farm. 1 acre of coffee well taken care of can give you between 800,000 to 1 million shillings a month on average. And that is for a very long time. So I think if you are going to ride a border, when you make some small saving and you've got a small piece of land, go and plant coffee. It will help you along the way. It is, I think, a more steady income than the menial jobs that young people want to engage themselves in. So we encourage young people to start growing coffee. Actually, they've started, because when I go in the countryside, I see young people who have started growing coffee. We want to encourage them to continue. In the diaspora, we engage them. The Kabaka has representatives whose job it is to keep the people of Buganda who are residing outside, the Baganda out in the diaspora, to continually keep in touch with home. We don't want them to lose their identity. We want them to teach Luganda to their children. We regularly visit them. The Kabaka organizes, a diaspora dinner every other year, because west or east, north or south home is the best. So we keep in touch with them, and we want them to participate in the kingdom programs. First of all, I would like to thank the people of Buganda for supporting us. Our programs have been well embraced. by the vast majority of the people of Buganda. The Kabaka is warmly received wherever he goes. The advice we give people is taken. I want to encourage them to do that. I want them to continue working together as one. I think we can achieve a lot, and I want people of Buganda to work hard and fight poverty. The only way to overcome poverty is through hard work and innovativeness, especially for the young people, because if you're young, you still have the energy, but also because you've got many more years ahead of you. And what you achieve, what you work for and realize when you are young is your granary when you are old. It's your store. If you didn't work when you're young, you're going to starve when you are old, and that can be very dangerous. So I encourage young people to work very hard and to stay focused and to avoid AIDS.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, and thank you very much for having me.